TheorySabers.com. In tonight's episode 4 of The Skeleton Crew, the kids end up at what they think is back home on At Aten, but it's really just At Akron, which is one of the worlds from the Old Republic that was known as a treasure planet, where the Old Republic dumped valuable gold and treasure was found. This episode was pretty fun. It dragged a lot in the middle. For sure, it was much faster in the beginning when they ended up on this planet, and then near the end, it got really interesting. So let's get right into it and discuss everything. The kids get in some trouble and come across some planet rebels. This reminded me a lot of the infighting on Naboo between the Gungans and the Queen's people. 33, the droid, who's really a fun part of this whole show, starts to show signs of remembering At Aten, then not remembering, when finally Jude Law's character tells him that he'll jog his memory. We switch back to the kids as they're exploring the planet, and they're captured by one faction of the planet's fighters called the Troik, who are fighting the Hatten Patrol, who roll by with a separatist tank and an army, which the tank looks to be a bit modified. Clearly the separatists were here at some point in time, and they left a lot of military equipment. We see some creature, and these are actually Eopes from the prequels, namely Episode 1 with Qui-Gon Jinn, Jar Jar, Obi-Wan, Anakin, Padme, and the rest. And one thing that I noticed, which I don't think is really important at all, but they're making similar noises as the Reek from Episode 2 in the Genosian Arena. The kids come across a school, which is the base for the Troik. They learn of the knowledge hidden in the Fallen Sanctum, which is a tower that has all the coordinates to all the treasure planets, including At Aten, their home, but to get there is very dangerous, apparently. The leader tells them to train with their warriors, and if worthy, he'll tell them how to get there. Jude Law's character is ambushed by the Hatten clan, the rival clan of the Troik, and he buys them off with the main kid's credits. Neil has a bit of a short character development arc about violence and war and wishing everyone to be just at peace, which is really nice as a kid would like to think, but it's just not realistic, saying that if they keep fighting each other, there will be nothing left. However, he later realizes that sometimes violence is needed to save those people that he cares about who are innocent from the oppressors, to fight to survive, to protect your friends, which is what the Troik girl that he seems to like tells him, as he hops closer and closer to her. The kids do some blaster practice. KB is a very good shot, we learn that, probably because of all the cybernetics that she has. Basically has auto-aim. Fern and her crew must lead all of the Troiks into battle, and if they win, he'll show them the Sanctum Tower, where all of the coordinates and information are. They walk into battle, they meet Jude Law's character, who bought their way out of all of this, ending the war with Wim's money that he found on the ship. They're led to the Sanctum and find the coordinates to all of the planets that are on different stones surrounding them. Now these are all the different planets from the Old Republic, At Aten, At Akron, and a few others. They find the coordinates to all of them, except At Aten's coordinates are actually scratched out, so they can't figure out where it is or how to get home until 33 speaks up and tells them that he was the one that scratched all of this out, because he was here years and years ago. It was orders from his previous captain who killed all of his crew once they got to this place and learned the coordinates to At Aten. Fern commands him as her new captain to recollect the information the previous captain ordered him to forget and to not tell anyone. The droid remembers from this new overrided order, then he goes into a full-on kill mode, telling them that his old captain told him if anyone comes around looking for At Aten again, he needs to tear them apart limb from limb. He goes to kill the kids. Neil throws a stone at him, marking his courage and character development, and a bit of a change in understanding that what the Troik girl was really talking about had a lot of merit. That while peace is important, fighting for those you care for is even more vital. Jude Law, who I'm just going to pretty much call Jude Law, because every time I see him, he just... it's Jude Law. He shuts the droid off with some very convenient switch on the back of him, which was easier to even find than C-3PO's kill switch, which would have been in his neck. But seeing as how this was more of a violent droid, I kind of wonder why his kill switch was so easily found. It could just be shut off by flipping his back. But it's a kid's show, and I really am not putting too much thought into this whatsoever. It's not like Luke Skywalker's coming out swinging a lightsaber, so... Anyways, Neil comes out as a hero, he passes out from the shock, and the episode ends. So really where this is going to go is they're probably going to have to go to the other planets if they don't get the information out of 33 themselves, and they have to go to the other planets, maybe they find another sanctum there, they get the coordinates, to At-Aten perhaps, and they go through a bunch of different adventures over the next episodes. They maybe find more relics from the Old Republic or treasure or whatever it might be. And once they find the coordinates, they eventually go to At-Aten, or end up going to At-Aten, when Brutus and the other pirates stop them. Jude Law probably will have some sort of a character-changing moment where he once only cared about the gold and the treasure, he now cares about the kids. And he ends up saving them, and maybe, I don't know, that's the end of it. Then he lives on At-Aten. Now, during this journey, I could see them coming across some pretty cool characters, perhaps, I don't want to say a Jedi, but that would be interesting, on one of these hidden treasure worlds from the Old Republic. So there's really no telling who or what we could find or see, but I'm invested to see where this goes. I'm having a lot of fun watching this show with all of you guys. The watch parties are always a highlight of my week, and I know for a lot of you guys, you really enjoy it too. So I'm just happy to be able to share some time with you. Thanks so much for watching today's video. Let me know your thoughts on everything down below in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. How do you feel about the show so far? I'll see you later, guys. Until then, remember, the Force will be with you, always.